I think there was a message that was misunderstood, and that was to spread out throughout the land and diversify, to teach tolerance and acceptance for everything and everyone. And I think that teaching was supposed to be what we were left with. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Well, we shouldn't be fighting each other anymore. We have a very hard road ahead of us. And we need to make some serious decisions, excuse me, as far as what we are going to do, if we can even make decisions as far as what we're going to do. So I don't know how this is going to work out for me. I could end up in prison. I could end up dead. I don't know. But the only reason why I'm doing this is because I want your children to be able to live in a future that is free. In a future that is free without control. And there's nothing worse than knowing that somebody is looking through your eyes. There's nothing worse than knowing that somebody can see everything that you do and knows your thoughts, because if they know your thoughts, then what they do is they point them out. So you know what? We are meant to be able to think good and bad. We have to think good and bad. If we don't think of the good and the bad, then we never come up with the solution that we need to make it better. If we don't have good and bad, we don't have anything. We always need the devil's advocate. We need somebody who can think of the worst case scenario so that we can plan and prepare for what may lie ahead. And that's in complete jeopardy right now. It is in jeopardy. We won't be able to think. They'll think for us. And if we do think, we might just be persecuted for every thought we think, whether good or bad. And my thoughts are my own thoughts. My thoughts are not your thoughts. And it's the right to privacy. It is the right to know that my thoughts are sacred. Because we need to make choices, good and bad as well. So when somebody chooses to do the right thing, it's because they know moralistically that it is the right thing to do. They have the option to go in the other direction, but we're hoping that with faith and good teaching and good community and morals and values and all of these things, that they should be able to make the right choice. But unfortunately, we have been, again, infiltrated by influence. We have let our children see things and are exposed to things on TV that they should never have been exposed to. And we are paying the price for that. We're also in a serious position because not only do all of our emergency services and our social services pertaining to mental health and child safety and welfare know exactly what's going on, but unfortunately it's sad to say that I am positive that our surgeons in our hospitals across our provinces, as well as our anesthesiologists, And all of that, all of like the medical community is aware of what is happening as well. So why is everyone else aware and we are not? What kind of shift are you planning? And why are you keeping this from the public? Because to me, it seems like a setup that we are going to be unprepared for, and that we will have no choice but to follow suit. I am not a good follower. I've tried to lead many times, and I have been held down my whole life. When you are a little different, when you may have when you are when you are gay or bisexual or transgender or lesbian or anything like that, you fall under a different bracket, or you're a minority of any kind, you risk persecution. I'm tired of being persecuted. And I know that there are tons of other people out there that are tired of being persecuted as well. It is important that we look after and honor our citizens who have disabilities. It is important that we honor and respect the children in our communities. It is important that we honor and respect education and the passing down of tradition. In Canada, we have Aboriginal communities that are suffering a lot from, again, mental illness and self-abuse. It doesn't matter whether there's a fence up around you or not. If we are separated from one another, if we are put in different areas where we are clustered together all the same, like all the same of me here and all the same of you here, it is still segregation. And we have a huge issue because they come to mingle and they don't feel like they're anything like us, which creates a barrier, it creates a border, and what it does is it creates the animosity and all of those hardships and hatred and anger that lead to self-abuse. I'm afraid that we are going to be under siege and that we are going to be persecuted for being different. And I know I'm different. I know the Aboriginal communities are different across Canada. I know that we have many minorities. We have the disabled. We have so many minorities. We have immigrants coming to Canada that are minorities. We've always been a peacekeeping country. We've always promoted peace. I think that we should keep promoting peace instead of confinement and total control and domination.